Hiya, welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year, yay. Made it to 2019. I hope you all had a fantastic holiday season, had a great Christmas, had a great New Year, ate loads, drank loads, rested loads, relaxed loads, chilled loads. I just hope it was a really good time for y'all. I had a great time. It was my baby's first Christmas. He loved it. It was brilliant. By the title you can tell today is my 4-year lock update. 4 years with these babies, 4 years. And as per usual, I got my notes. And as per usual, the red light is flashing. God. So, two things here. Before I start, right, I've got a piece of tissue here because these lights are hot. I'm sweating, the heating is on. It's just, yeah, so I'm going to be like one of them pastors, you know, hand the Lord said, hallelujah, with your handkerchief. Going by my notes, right, I went back to my first, because I don't know if you remember in the 2-year lock update I did, if you've seen it, I said that I don't know my lock versary. I don't know. I remember roughly when I did it, and if I go back to the video that I did when I first did my microlocks, telling you guys that I've done my microlocks, if you go back to that video, I said I had started my locks a month earlier, and that video was published on the 7th of March 2015, I believe. So according to that, my lockversary is somewhere around mid-February, so I'm just going to take Valentine's Day as, you know, my lockversary. But that would mean, according to that timeline, that I am a month early, and technically my locks are 3 years and 11 months. But
really and truly, who is counting?
So, 4-year lockversary. Not much has changed. Okay, in terms of the maturity of my locks, not much has changed in that, on that front. So if I remember from my 2-year lockversary, I watched it to remind myself before filming this one what I had talked about, so that I could make sure I kind of follow on from that. And so yeah, I talked about the fact that my locks were pretty uniform in size, which they still are. They're pretty uniform in size. So they haven't changed much, except from gotten longer in terms of the maturity. I haven't, yeah, they were pretty much mature then. I had some puffiness, a little bit of puffiness on the ends, but apart from that, there's not that much has changed on that side. So I think from here on out, it's just about, you know, them getting long. That being said, the most obvious change is I'm back to black. So yeah, I was red for 2 years, best part of 2 years, I think. And I dyed my hair black about maybe 5 months ago. So yeah, 2 years, just over 2 years I think I was red for. And I went back to black. Now, according to my notes, I went back to black for an easy reason, right? I can't keep up with the roots. When I had no one to chase around, it was easy. I could go over the roots, yeah. But this guy who's don't look like this no more. He turned 1 on Monday. He don't look like this no more. He's a lot. He's a lot. In a good way, but he's a lot. I ain't got time to be touching roots, doing roots. He's probably gonna try and drink the hair color. I don't know, but like I just don't have time for it. So the easiest thing for me was to go back to black. And the other thing was, I hate the in-between look. Like, I know some people don't mind where they've got like, you know, loads of roots showing and then the colour. I really didn't like it. And what was really annoying was that my hair was red, and I didn't go and buy a permanent red dye. I lightened my hair. So I used a pre-lightening kit. I lightened my hair, and then I used a semi-permanent dye to dye it red. And even with a permanent red colour, red is the colour that washes out the quickest. It is so annoying to have to keep re-dyeing your hair like every couple of weeks. It's just annoying. It's long. And you got to do a patch test 48 hours before, then you dye. And yeah, I will always do patch tests because knowing me, yeah, I'm allergic to prawns, I'm allergic to penicillin. I will be the one that will buff up like a blowfish or end up in A&E because I didn't do a patch test before I dyed my hair. So it's just long. I don't... So I dyed it black, and first I used a semi-permanent rinse dye thinking, oh yeah, I'll just dye it black, and it looked great, you know, on the first day, but then that washes out and then it goes this weird mossy green colour. Remember the time I told you guys when my hair went green when I tried to dye it blue? It was that weird annoying green colour and I couldn't deal. So I bought a permanent black dye, and there are a couple of strands where I missed. I should have bought 2 boxes, and I'll probably touch up the colour, like, do it again to get the ones I missed in maybe like a month or so, or the next time I retighten my hair after this, because you know my reason, yeah. But the next time after that I'll probably touch them up again, but really and truly I ain't got time, and my hair is black, so it's like this, I don't have to do it anymore. After the next one, when I catch those ones I missed, I don't need to do it anymore. So yeah, no more colour, not for a while anyway. Retightening is still every 6 to 8 weeks. Oh yeah, I thought I should tell you guys this. So I didn't retighten my hair for 6 months. 6 months while I was pregnant. I didn't retighten my hair. I didn't have time. I didn't have energy. I was doing morning sickness till I was a good 5 months gone. I didn't have time. You can imagine me being like, you know, 8 months pregnant, looking like a blue whale, trying to retighten my hair in the mirror. It just wasn't happening. Never do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. The stress, like I still have locks. I'm gonna see if I can find any, right, that you'll be able to see that particular time in my hair. Okay, here, look, here's an example. So you've got like thin, and then this lump, and look, this is a bad example because this one, I don't remember what happened to this one, but basically I've got some locks around my hairline that look like this, not this extreme, but look kind of like this, more along the lines of there's a bump like this from where I didn't retighten my hair for ages. Lots of the shed hair fell out and it didn't follow into the lock like normal, so I've got these, but they're just around my hairline and I'm not cutting them, but I have those. That's what's gonna happen to you if you don't retighten your hair regularly. So don't be like me, retighten your hair on a regular schedule, okay people? Yo. See, I'm wearing this hairband just for a reason. My edges, yeah, we already know the story about my edges, but my edges went from non-existent, yeah, from non-existent to a figment of my imagination. Like, postpartum shedding whooped my ass. Not my backside, my whole entire ass. I'm very sure I lost at least at the bare minimum 20 locks. At the bare, I have a little collection of them, of about 12 or so that I have, that in my mind I told myself I'd find a way to reattach them. I haven't, but I cannot bring myself to throw them in the bin. Oh, it was bad, y'all. I would tie my hair in a ponytail, 2 locks would come out. I would wash my hair, 3 locks would be by the plug hole. Like, I would try to retighten my hair and I'd pull it through the loop and then boop, it'd come up. Like, it was bad. I think it's come down, but I've had a lot of thinning from all the shedding, so I still occasionally have a lock pop off. Like, I had a lock pop off like 2 weeks ago, but that was the first time in maybe a month or so. But I was losing locks like on the daily, like it was bad. So my locks are now growing back, so I now have like these kind of ones where they're now like, I've got new short locks that are now growing back. But y'all, postpartum shedding, I thought I'd be safe because I have locks. My friend who's got gorgeous like bum length locks, right, she tried to warn me. She's like, Rose, listen, postpartum shedding got to me, get yourself some castor oil, but I have seborrheic dermatitis, and anything that's high in oleic acid just does not, it's just going to make it worse. So I couldn't grab the castor oil. I just thought, you know, we're just going to pray that it will skip me because I don't already have edges, so maybe, you know, the hair gods, the edges gods will be merciful upon me and leave my clout alone. No, they didn't. They came and dragged me for everything I was worth. Oh my, so this is my situation on a normal basis. I've got loads of these in different colours and stuff, but yeah, until this kind of looks a bit normal again, no, we're not doing it. The big thing though is if I turn around, I don't know if you'll be able to see because of the hairband, I got an undercut, y'all. I don't know if you can see that. It might be messy because it's, you know, not brushed and that, but I got an undercut. I'm going to talk about that in more detail in the next video, but yeah, I got an undercut. You remember that video I made a while ago, a couple of years ago, about lint and needing help? That situation never got better. I tried so many things, ACV, bentonite clay, all your suggestions, nothing worked. So I went, and I love it. I've had the undercut for about, do you know, I'm not talking about it. It's in the next video and I'll tell you guys about my undercut. But yeah, got an undercut, love it. And I haven't lost any thickness, I still got a ton of hair left. Woo! Right, so lengthwise, I don't actually know what length I am. I'm going to try and turn around and stand up a bit. I don't know, see if you guys can see. Don't know if that's in frame, but yeah, that's That's where we are right now, swanging. That's where we are right now with the length. And I'm very happy with it. That's the look update. It's kind of, I don't know if it's boring, so sorry if it is. I tried to write down everything following on from the last look update so I could have some continuation. But yeah, nothing much has happened in the last 2 years besides changing the colour. There's not been that much to report. I still love them. They're still great. I did almost cut them off because when I said the postpartum shedding was bad, like my hairline looked like it started from here. Like it was bad. And I had 4 locks at the front that just said, we are staying, we're not going anywhere. So it was like the 4 locks at the front here, and then everything else went like this. I look like a Lego piece, but my edges were the wrong way around. Instead of it being like this square up here, it was like this. So yeah, besides that, nothing much has changed. But if you have any questions, please pop them down in the comments below. I will answer them. I always try to answer questions, even on old videos. If you happen to see like a reply to a video, a comment you left like a year ago, apologies, but whenever I see it, I always try to reply to a comment. So any questions, let me know. You can hit me up on Instagram. I'm on Instagram at rosedonor. I'm on Twitter, same handle, rosedonor. You can hit me up there. I think, am I still on Snapchat? I don't even know what my Snapchat handle is anymore. If I remember, I'll put it right here. You can find me there. You can always ask me questions. I love it when I get like questions, DMs from you. My favorite is when you guys tell me like, oh, I watched your video and I retied my hair. Like, I started my Microlocks and I'm loving them and I've been doing it for 3 months and I'm like, yay! More people in the fam. So until the next video,